and welcome to Lenovo's Smart Collaboration Tech Talks with our very first Microsoft Monday. My good man Kyle is going to take it away with the Microsoft blog post. I'll let him tell you all about that great stuff. So take it away, Kyle.
Thanks, Mark. Super excited for our first Microsoft Monday. This is really going to be, every Monday is going to be a great quick session just on the latest and greatest for Teams and Teams Rooms. We're going to try to keep it more Teams Room specific where we can, but I think there's a lot of great updates coming throughout the whole entire Teams ecosystem. So I certainly want to highlight all of those updates that are coming. And what's really great about this one is, at the start of each month, we get to take a look back at all the updates from the previous month. And for this show today, we're going to take a look at all the latest features that came to the Teams platform in April 2023. So I think really just kind of starting right off the bat, I think it's probably one of my most favorite features to come to the Teams platform, and that is the automatic lowering of raised hands in meetings. I can't tell you how many times I've done it myself. I've seen it happen plenty of other times, but go to raise a hand, ask my question, and maybe speak for a little bit, and completely forget that my hand's still raised. Kind of throws off the meeting flow a bit, and ultimately it's just kind of one of those really nice features to have. I've been looking forward for this for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's made the general public and general release of the Teams platform. On top of that, we also got ultrasound howling detection. So have you ever been in a situation where, say, you joined a Teams meeting and maybe you were going to flip devices? For example, I'm on my PC currently, but sometimes I turn to my right, and over here I have my MTR system. And sometimes I've joined the meeting on my Teams room system after I've already joined the meeting on my PC, and I've gotten that howling effect where there's a lot of repetitive noises and
Feedback.
Really just nasty noises no one wants to hear. So Teams is really going to take care of that for us behind the scenes. So that's the thing of the past.
Hey Kyle, real quick about that first thing you talked about, the automatic lowering of hands. I think that's a great thing to have happen because you're absolutely right. Having those hands just consistently raised in the middle of a meeting, that drives me bonkers when I'm the one presenting. And I don't know if it's a new question, an old question, whatever the case may be. So this is good kudos to Microsoft for making that happen.
Yeah, and an important note on this, this feature for now is going to be Microsoft Teams desktop users only. It's not making its way to Teams Rooms just yet. Hopefully that'll be in the future, but for now it is just the desktop, just to make that clear.
Excellent.
There's also a lot of other great features coming to the Teams platform. So one thing in light of accessibility is going to be video closed captions in PowerPoint Live. So not only, we've had captions for a while and live transcription in Teams, but now we have closed captioning even for content that is embedded within PowerPoint Live presentations. So if you're playing a video in your presentation and we need content and captions for that video, that is now going to be a feature that is enabled. It can, of course, also be disabled if not necessary, but I think it's a really great feature coming, especially for, maybe those meetings where you want to participate, but you can't necessarily have your sound on. Maybe there's, a sleeping baby in the background, or you're in a very loud environment where just hearing's not going to be an option. So having these captions is really critical, even for the content embedded into the presentations. And rounding out, I think our features for, Teams updates that we're going to cover in this show, it's going to be green screen in Teams meetings. And I think this is really going to be a big one for all of us. So the new green screen feature is going to improve the definition and your background contrast when in Teams meetings. For example, right now, I have a blurred background on right now. I have a lot of light in this room. I think it looks pretty good. But with this new green screen improvement, the sharpness and definition and the clarity that distinguishes myself from my background is going to only improve going forward. On top of that, we've recently seen a lot of new backgrounds, filters, and all these other great fun and interactive ways to kind of really add some light and just kind of general fun, features to your Teams meetings, and kind of try to spice up the everyday monotony of hopping on calls back to back. So definitely take a look for this. I think this is really going to help, especially for those that are using virtual backgrounds today.
Real quick, is that available on MTR as well as the Teams app, or is that just the Teams app thing as well?
This one is going to be the Teams desktop app, as far as I know, at least based on the screenshots that we're seeing and the feature that has it subscribed. I do anticipate this to be a desktop feature for now.
Great, thank you.
Of course. And then the last thing I just wanted to cover today, in light of newly certified Teams devices. That's actually going to be Lenovo's ThinkVision M16 monitor webcam. What's really cool about this guy is that it's a 1080p full HD resolution camera, and it provides a variety of different field of view, such as 65, 78, and 90 degrees. It also has features such as like autofocusing and smart controls. So when we're collaborating and getting on Teams meetings, getting the right shot and making sure that, the speakers in frame is really critical. And it's also just something I think has kind of become the de facto standard these days. If a camera doesn't have that, then, unfortunately, we may be a little behind the times. So it also has things that optimize, the microphone and the audio experience that comes with this camera. So again, it is tuned for collaboration and purpose-built, for the Teams platform. So definitely check that out. Maybe it's a new webcam that you could add on top of your monitor at home.
Excellent. Thanks, Kyle. So that's your last update for right now?
Yeah, for now, that's all I had today.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Microsoft Teams Monday. I really appreciate you tuning in. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get these videos sent to you directly and links to them directly. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us, and I hope to see you next time, maybe even tomorrow for Tech Talk Tuesday. Hope to see you then. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.